On this very cold eve of the formal start of the Winter Olympics here in South Korea, we are seeing saber rattling on both sides, including North Korea and in South Korea, on the very hot issue of North Korea's nukes and missiles. Vice President Pence is now here in Seoul. He met with South Korean President Moon, offered support for his gesture of including North Korean athletes in these games. It also said that the U.S. would stand shoulder to shoulder with South Korea against the North to deal with its nukes and missiles. He had some stronger words when he met with U.S. and Japanese service members at an air base in Japan earlier on Thursday. Take a listen.
I truly believe that peace comes through strength, as President Trump has said many times. And that our continued hope is by advancing a maximum pressure campaign of additional economic sanctions that we announced yesterday, additional diplomatic pressure, we'll be able to resolve the issues facing the Korean Peninsula peaceably. But all options are on the table.
All options are on the table. Yes, Sandra, on background, according to sources, Vice President Pence told President Moon, be careful about getting too close to Pyongyang.
And Greg, what about that military parade in Pyongyang?
Yeah, this is amazing, remarkable. On the eve of the opening ceremony of the Olympics, a ceremony from North Korea of its own style. Yes, a massive military parade in Pyongyang, marking the anniversary of the founding of the army there, perhaps of greatest interest to Americans. Apparently, according to experts, rolled out missiles of the same type, ICBMs, which could be tipped with nuclear weapons, which could, according to the experts, reach the United States, the type that were tested in this past year. In a rare public address, Kim Jong-un saying that North Korea was in fact now a firm, powerful military might, but did not mention nukes. In fact, the whole thing relatively was a little bit underplayed, maybe, Sandra, because in fact there are North Koreans at these games, athletes, officials, even cheerleaders. We now know that the sister of Kim Jong-un, very close to him, will be attending the opening ceremony Friday night in that same stadium. You'll have Vice President Pence and the sister of Kim Jong-un. Will they meet? Will they talk? That's the big question tonight.